What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. We're going to kick it off with the honorable mentions, or honorable mentions, since there was a small slate of games. We only have one. I'm going to go with Grant Taylor for this hammer curveball and overpowering fastball as my only honorable mention. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday at number 5, Shane Smith for these heaters and curveball. His heater was up to 98 miles an hour. That's pretty good. He had 8 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. At number 4, Logan Gilbert for this splitter. He had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, and looked like the awesome Logan Gilbert that we know he is. At number 3, Matt Brash for this slider, a literal back foot slider here, getting the old swing and sting. Ouch, right in the toe. He had a couple other nasty sliders and this wicked front door two-seamer. Filthy stuff from Matt Brash. This is what we expect out of him. And number 2, Jacob Lopez. Yep, J-Lo. That nickname's not taken, right?
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, J-Lo. We're going to go with J-Lo, who had 10 Ks. I'm original, man. He's just Jacob from the block. He had 10 Ks and 7 2/3 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. He had these wicked sliders. He's just funky, like he doesn't throw hard, but he sets up weird angles and kind of crossfires. You can see why he's tough to hit.
His love don't cost a thing. I got no better reference. I'm sorry.
And at number 1, Paul Skenes for these changeups. There was an article on Baseball Savant yesterday that said Paul Skenes might be the most underrated pitcher in baseball just because historically how significant his start is. Right now has an ERA of 1.94 this year and a career ERA of 1.95. But I will tell you, whether or not you think he's underrated, his changeup is perhaps the most underrated pitch in baseball. He has a 0.95 batting average against his changeup, a 110 expected batting average against it, a slug of 111 against it, and a expected slug of 136, which means that he's not even getting lucky. Nobody is hitting his changeup hard. And you can see that in this graph. He has the lowest hard hit rate on his changeup in the entire major leagues of any pitcher that has thrown over 200 changeups. And this is not a fluke. It's not fluky to this year. Last year, his changeup was also really hard to hit. This year, his whiff rate is 47.9% on his changeup. Last year, it was 54.6%. He's throwing his changeup about twice as much as he did last year, partially because it's such a nasty pitch and people aren't hitting it. But also, I think hitters have adjusted to his splinker. His splinker stats have not been as good this year. And his changeup, he's throwing it more and keeping hitters just flailing at it. His changeup runs about 3 inches more than his splinker, and it's about 5 miles an hour slower. So if a hitter's sitting on a splinker and they get a changeup, they're hosed. Here's a couple of overlays of his fastball and changeup. One, he uses his changeup to set up his fastball for a swinging strike against De La Cruz. And the other, he tunnels his changeup with his fastball and gets a swing and miss. He's just been filthy with his changeup, and it's about time we give him the credit he deserves. And because you're loyal watchers of this show, even with a small slate, here's his changeup grip.
It's a split grip.
I thought it was a split grip. Gotcha.
Yeah. And so I've always thrown it with my thumb on the bottom of the ball. So there are days where I need to, push from, I guess that'd be in my mind that's the top of the ball, versus the side of the ball to make it, create some depth. But that's kind of how I manipulate that. I'm just trying to kind of get to extension and then just kind of a little bit of pronation right there, just trying to get it off my middle finger.
Now on the Ninja notes, I only have one note. Raisel Iglesias had 2 Ks and pointed to the sky, picking up the save here. Good work, Raisel. The Braves needed a win.
Ninja, we're kicking off the corner with Randy Arozarena raking his 23rd of the year, and then playing a little rocks, paper, scissors on the base path, followed by some quick hoops. Ninja, as a pitching guy, do you like or dislike Arozarena making a mockery of the base path?
I love Randy Arozarena. I think he's got a ton of character. I love him for this, and I love him because he's a leader in Expelliarmus swords.
He really is. It's as if he uses lube instead of pine tar on that
I mean,
thing.
don't knock it till you try it.
Kind of wanted to take a Mason Miller four-seamer off the chest, but I like Randy. He's pretty funny. I mean, playing rocks, paper, scissors, this is outrageous.
He's funny. He's intentionally cocky, outrageous. I think players like him. He's a good
Still
dude.
rooting for a fastball off the chest. But the die of the day goes to Drake Baldwin for a pair of pimp jobs, and the second was profoundly important as it brought in 3 runs and got the Bravos back in the game, and they eventually won, as you alluded to earlier, Ninja. And Baldwin is the front runner for the NL Rookie of the Year, and these dual dingers certainly didn't hurt his case because he just got done.
And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. It's Nacho Alvarez getting the rare sacrifice pass ball.
I don't mean to laugh, right? Because it's slow motion.
I love CJ Nitkowski just laughing at him because this is just a bad bunt attempt,
He
dude.
meant to do it. He just missed. Poor Nacho. I hope he gets a base hit here and drives this run in.
My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with Edward Cabrera for 5Ks or more, then take Kodai Senga for 5Ks or more, and top it off with Chase Burns for 7Ks or more. Then I'm going to add in my 30% profit boost to boost my profits by 30%. What would your picks of the day be?